Alright, what's going on? My name's Steven. As you know, this is Glamping Kings. We just started out. I'm going to be setting up a 12-person A-frame cabin tent. It's by Ozark Trail. This is the first time we're even pulling it out of the bag, setting it up, anything like that. So you're going to get a first look as we're going to get a first look. And you're going to be along for all the dumb crap that I probably do trying to set this thing up, because well, I've never set it up and I'm doing it by myself. I have my lovely wife recording behind the camera. She's going to be recording, so she can't help. So yeah, so this bag, for anybody who doesn't like lifting heavy things or can't lift heavy things, get a tent that has wheels, because this thing's like 40 pounds. So it is quite a behemoth. Once we edit the video, we'll obviously leave a link to this, so if anybody wants to go check it out, get it for themselves, y'all can. Get out of here. So this might be fun right here. We don't need that. Let's see. I have no idea what the front or the back is. And so yeah, it does come with LED strips. I kind of forgot to mention that. So these are the strips. I have no idea if they're close enough or not. Can you see them? This is it right here. That's the battery pack. Yeah, they're LED light strings, blah, 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 blah. They do not come with the battery, so if you get this tent, set that right there. Keep unfolding. Keep unfold. Keep unfold. Right. So I'm going to assume these are the stakes right here. Hopefully they're more heavy duty than the most stakes that come in tents. And I'm going to say this really nicely, camping places. Put some stakes that don't bend inside the bags. Y'all put the crappiest stakes inside of bags a lot of times. I'm expecting highly of Ozark Trail right now. If it's not, I'm coming for Ozark Trail. So, me trying to not lose stuff, and I probably will. Anyway, speaking of losing stuff, what did I do with the hammer? I'll lose it again probably before I go to use it. I have no idea what the front of this thing is supposed to be. So the stakes are actually pretty decent actually. They're thicker than some of the ones I've seen. It's not the worst. I'm still a person who would rather go buy some probably ones you can go to like Walmart, get those real thick ones that are pointed for like almost $1 a piece. It just sucks because that adds up. So if you need like 28 stakes, I think our old tent took like 24 or 28 stakes, something like that. That's like $30 in stakes on top of the tent that you already bought. So it's almost kind of one of those things. What did I do with the hammer again? Told you I'd lose stuff again. Dadgummit, what did I do with it? So to battle the wind, go ahead and stake this thing down on all four corners, which you're supposed to do anyway. All right, so this thing's probably about 15 pounds maybe without it all, possibly. I don't know. I haven't rolled it up and tried to pick it up by itself. Just if it's windy, you might want to have two people putting this thing together. I mean, you could do it by yourself if you were alone. You know, this video is sponsored by Pepsi. Not really. Pepsi sponsor me. I would love to have constant Pepsi. I'm going to set this down behind my wife. Sure y'all are wondering how magically I had a Pepsi in the screen all of a sudden. That's called YouTube magic. What was I doing? Right, I guess I gotta get the poles. What's that meme of, what's his name? Oh Lord, what's the name of that actor? Played in Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio. That's that meme. He's like holding the martini glass. He's like, basically what I'm doing right now. Nice. We've got pullage. Ow! Is it on there good? I can't tell. I don't know. Is my microphone falling off? Good? Okay. I'm talking to my wife behind the screen. She's just nodding and shaking her head. So, some things are some things and some things are another thing, and nothing's labeled, and how to make this work. Just gonna put everything together and we're just gonna see what it all looks like. God have mercy on our souls.
Is that how tall it is?
I don't know. I don't know if that's this. Oh.
That might be.
I wonder if that's I wonder if that's the long one. That might be the long one. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. It's everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. It's okay. These poles by themselves are heavy. Okay. So according to the instructions, I do believe that there's the front. So this has got to go this way. So we had to take a second and figure out what I was doing wrong because I was quite confused. And apparently you're supposed to build the frame first and then clip everything to it. I was unaware of that. And upon also further inspection, it is kind of color coded. It's got yellow to yellow, so it is kind of thing. Yeah, so anyway, now I'm attempting to build the frame first. I don't know where I've put all of these things. I'm just storing everything over here. See, that hooks into that. I have figured that out. And that hooks into that. So it's got these little clips things that slide in and it's supposed to connect in. So when you push it, it just kind of into place. So that's probably what that's meant by an R-spring. Bam. Others, I have learned to do so. Like so. And we connect everything like so. Now, it's kind of interesting looking. I did forget something, that I'm not 20 feet tall. So I should probably go ahead and connect these things up. So I was telling our viewers here that I was wrong about Ozark Trail, and Ozark Trail is better than I thought they were. There is detailed instructions. It's just like a book. But they are not very descriptive, and it was quite confusing, as the viewers were witnessing. My wife was laughing at me. Well deserved. After some technical difficulties, don't know if we recorded up to this point or not. Our camera decided it was going to send a low battery signal and we think it stopped recording. So just in case, it's supposed to be a cabin tent, but I figured it out. I don't know if it caught me apologizing. Ozark Trail, there is actual further detailed instructions. It kind of opens up like a book. I was unaware of that. So now I'm hooking everything up. I've got everything hooked up there. Just kind of happened to YOLO everything. So, all right, back to what we were doing. I'm hooking up these clips. After you get everything in, you got to hook these clips up so everything pulls in. It's got these little snaps that go into place. And then I gotta do this right here. Get it. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta get it. Yeah, y'all know that video. If y'all don't, y'all should go look up the Get It video with the dude on a little dirt bike. It's pretty funny. You'll start quoting that on everything. Now I'm gonna disappear and I'll be right back. La, 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 la. And then I came around with a long pole. So, like I was talking about the little hooks, it's got these right here that clip in, and when you want to take them out, you just kind of got to push them and slide them. There we go, and it clicks into place. And then you stand it on up like so. Then you got to walk down here and got to fight with it. And we're now at this point where me and my wife have realized this thing is very tall. So one thing's definitely for sure, make sure when you're building this thing, clip the roof before you put it up, unless you're 14 feet tall and really hairy with some big feet. What if Sasquatch was like a real human and he just kind of watched YouTube and stuff, and I just said that and I probably just offended him. I'm sorry, Bigfoot. Don't come tear our camp up. There's that part. Still got more poles, don't worry guys. I might have to have my lovely wife help me real quick. You'll grab that in right there.
What's the point?
It opens it up on the inside a little more.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and now we have a really big tent. So it comes with a rain fly. I'm probably not going to put the rain fly on. We're just going to kind of get a look at it the way it is.
How the heck would we get the rain fly on?
You're probably supposed to put the rain fly before you yeet it on up there. We have a very large tent. So it comes with these poles right here on the side, which kind of pulls it out. So if you'll actually step in here with me. It's got a lot of zippage going on.
It's huge in here.
So as you can see, I'm about 5'9". I can't even jump up there and touch it. She's quite large. It's got a very large door on it. If I can continue to, there it goes, zip it. It's got a part you can open here and here. You can take and roll it up. It's got these little clips that you can very easily clip it down. Make sure it's good. It actually has windows up here, but because it is so tall, obviously you ain't gonna reach those. And I have to remember which one does what. I think it's this one. It's kind of like blinds. You just pull it down. You can roll it up. Stick it in like so, like so, like so, like so. Get in there. Like so. And then if you wanted to zip it up, you take it back out, undo it, and grab the red ones, and you just pull. You gotta work with it just a little bit, and you get it on up there. And it closes that up. So, you know, that's pretty cool. When you have the rain fly on it, there's actual windows that you go on the outside and you can open up on the outside. So it'll allow, they'll be like around on the sides. Same over here. Ignore all the Christmas stuff. Merry Christmas to everybody and to all a good night. But you'll get one right here also that you open up from the outside. It's got a very massive back window. You know, the one thing that I told my wife when we first seen it was it'd be really nice if you had this back part to a lake. You'd have a nice lake every morning you'd wake up. So once again, kind of take and do this right here. Obviously I did not put this thing fully up by myself. You could if you really had nobody else. It's not an ideal thing to do because it is so tall and so large. You know, if you're going to be camping by yourself, I'd definitely suggest maybe a slightly smaller tent. But, you know, if you want to try your luck at it, you know, that's all up to you, go for it. But yeah, so it's got the same thing, kind of door windows thingage back here going on. Probably gonna want to have the rain fly on it before you actually get it all the way up. I wasn't installing those nor the rain fly. Whenever we go camping with this thing, we'll obviously do a video then, and we'll do another setup video.
Show everything.
Kind of show everything, the LEDs. Yeah, show it with all the stuff inside, the kind of stuff you can do inside. Pouches for you to kind of put everything you need to in. You know, if you wanted to store your wallet, books, your tablet, whatever you wanted to do. Same thing over here. It's got the battery pack with a piece that goes up. It's got the Velcros to hold them in place. And then it's got the little pockets over here as well. So, oh yeah, so it's actually got these little windows on each side too that you can open up, and these are kind of cute because when you open them up, they literally look like little windows like you used to draw when you was in elementary school, and that was how everybody drew their house, was a little triangle with two little squares with some little pluses in the center. Don't you lie to me, I know everybody done it. So it's really cool. Looks like every elementary kid's house window. Only difference is it's got a triangle instead of a circle with a plus in it. Yeah, there's also a spot in the center that you can hang a lantern up. Once again, if you're about 12 foot tall and hairy with some big feet, you can probably reach that while it's all erected up. Otherwise, you might want to do it before you erect it all the way up. It's definitely huge. Ignore our neighbors yelling. I don't know if you can hear them in the camera. Probably not, but our neighbors are yelling. So yeah, just to kind of give you an idea, let's see. I'm gonna go over here in this corner. This is kind of how far away we're sitting. I mean, that's insane. It's a massive tent. It's literally, it's just absolutely massive. Like I said, it comes with a rain fly that goes over the top of it. Little green rain fly, looks kind of cool. But it looks like a little cabin. And somehow a leaf got in here. Random leaf. All right, so we kind of took a second. We had Amazon show up and we had to grab some packages. But in the meantime, we got a rug out the back of our car. That's a 3 foot by 5 foot rug, if that tells you how big the tent is. Anyway, so it's got these things right here that in the meantime while we was off that I noticed, and I never noticed them before, but they're actually meant for like a tablet. It's got like a little case thing that you hook up and you can slide your tablet in it or lay the thing down. So if you're laying over here, you actually can watch your tablet while it's up here. So it's kind of cool, almost like having a TV inside. So now if we're going to walk outside, kind of show you what the tent on the outside really looks like, because we kind of done went over everything in here. I wonder if you could hear me drinking. I'll leave that in the video. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Huh?
The sponsor's Pepsi.
Sponsors Pepsi. Absolutely massive. But really like it. There's some more stake spots around the edges, of course, where you can kind of pull it out, but that would get staked down to kind of hold it out. Stuff like that. This is that tablet holder thing I was talking about that would hook to these things right here, but on the inside, and you just take and you slide your tablet down on the inside up here, or phone, whatever you fancy the most, and then you can just sit there and watch it and have some TV. Yeah, that's pretty much the 12-person A-frame cabin tent from Ozark Trail. It's pretty nice. I like it a lot. Absolutely massive. Fit for a Bigfoot. All right. So, cabin A-frame tent. It's really awesome. We both really like it. We're actually going to take it down now and not put it back in the bag because, well, it's not going to go in there. Plain and simple. I've never seen a tent go back in the bag it come in.
Anyway, so once you get back taking this thing down, just continue doing it the same way. You just pop all these off. Around it to the back. Probably. And now you have a teepee. Not scared of spiders, I just don't like them. Anything that are annoying. What will also help take down a tent is remembering to unclip everything. That's of course optional. Absolutely dirty, but what can you do? Let's see, I think I remember having to unfold it from this way. I don't know, I'm just going to fold it up and hope for the best.
So, we have, I was actually able to fit the tent back in the bag with some help, but couldn't get the poles back in there. The poles are longer than the bag. I don't exactly know how that worked. Anyway, so that was the 12-person cabin tent. Very nice. So, yeah, so my wife's telling me to back up because I keep apparently getting closer to the camera. Anyway, I'm Steven. This has been Glamping Kings, and we're out.